Where is your stick? 2 Kings chapter 6?
Yes, 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 1 to 7.
Thank you.
Who is Elisha? At the time of Elisha, in 1 Kings, Israel was 10 tribes and Judah 2. There was a division. Israel became like a stick of a slingshot broke at the beat, a divided nation. Elisha's ministry began when he received the double portion of Elijah's spirit, and he also received Elisha's mantle, which is better known as the prayer shawl. Elisha's purpose was to restore respect and honor to Yah's name, word, and the message. Elisha stood firmly against the evil kings of Israel by his belief, faith, courage, and prayer. Elisha reveals Yahweh's judgment, but also his mercy, love, and tenderness to Yahweh's believing, faithful people. What is the importance of Elisha? Yahweh uses Elisha, or commonly God, to perform mighty miracles to show that Yah controls great armies, but also events in our everyday life. When we as a people are willing to listen and obey Yah, He shows power to transform any situation. Yahweh will perform miracles in our lives. As we move into the foundation lesson, which we have already read, one will clearly see and observe that this event has been preceded by great events such as 2 Kings 4, the poison soup.
Yes,
In 2 Kings 2, Elisha received that double portion along with the mantle.
yes.
In 2 Kings 5, Naaman was forced to humble himself to dip in the dirty Jordan according to his estimation.
Yes, that's right.
While you may ask, Naaman desired to be healed from leprosy supersedes his disdain for the waters of the Jordan.
Amen. That's right. That's right.
2 Kings 6, 1 to 7. I title it, Where is Your Stick? Two things happen. A miracle of the floating axe, or as one would say, the axe was lost, but it was found.
That's right.
The brotherhood of the prophets said to Elisha, the place where we are living with you is too small. The place we are worshiping is too small. It's a garage. So let us place ourselves in what the brotherhood was saying to Elisha, because they were all dwelling in the same place. Then they said, let us go to the Jordan and let every man take a beam, better known as lumber or a big stick, and we will make a living space for ourselves. They were wisely thinking, the prophets were wisely thinking ahead. We will observe that they are now making their living quarters nearer to the Jordan, a shorter journey to fetch water. Elisha said, go. Elisha was then asked if he would go with the servants. I believe the message is showing the relationship with Yahweh. Now the head of the ox, or the metal portion, came off the stick and fell into the Jordan. The user of that ox and its stick cried out that it was even a borrowed axe. Elisha asked to be shown where the axe fell into the water. As we are in this congregation assembly from time to time, there's a head and there's a hand. And we are the hand. We are the stick. Just in case the edge should fall off and go into the water. Who is here to let that axe free? I would like to bring you to Genesis 1:10 about Joseph. Joseph, when he was sold by his brothers, Israel became a broken stick from that time. Where is your stick? Where is my stick? Genesis 45, 1 to 10. You can make notes of this for your reading during this week. Because I would like to assure you that when you come in this place and you worship in spirit and truth, this is your food to start the new week. When you leave here, the work just begins. So yes, here, Israel became a broken stick. Where is your stick? Where is my stick? In 45, verse 10, shows a relationship of healing. A single stick shows unity and blessing. The question is, where is our stick? The reuniting of the sticks, Joseph declared to his brethren after he made them aware of who he was. Remember, they sold him, the family became broken.
Yes.
Yeah. He went ahead into Egypt, being the dreamer, etc., to prepare for the 7 years of famine.
Yes.
Now his brothers went down to Egypt, and I'm just saying this for you for the essence of time, something you can read and see what you get out of it, not what I'm saying to you, but what you get out of it. So Joseph declared to his brothers, after he identified himself, that what you meant for evil, Yahweh meant it for good.
Amen. That's right. That's right.
At this particular point You can get my trick from that. The stick is many. They again become a solid nation.
That's right.
I would also like to refer you to Ezekiel 37, 15 to 28. And this says the sign of the two sticks, or Judah and Israel, is one kingdom. Ezekiel was instructed by Yahweh to get two sticks. On one stick he should write the name of Joseph. He should get a stick. I say that again. On one stick he should write the name of Ephraim for Joseph. On the other stick he should write, on the stick representing Judah, he should write it Judah for Israel. Note, as a people, we are split up, divided. You know, oftentimes when I sit in the congregation, you can hear it. You know, oftentimes pointers will suggest that if you have something else to say, please take your leave and allow the peace. Do not divide the attention. In verse 24 of Ezekiel 37, he talks of David, my servant shall be king. In 26, Yahweh is the stick that will unite you and me. He, Yahweh, will covenant with us. You see, this is a prophecy of Ezekiel, and there's a promise that is made. That the time is coming when all division will be reunited, because Yahweh himself will, that Yahweh himself making this prophecy is yet to be accomplished. In other words, though this prophecy of unity is foretold by the prophet Ezekiel, it has not yet come. Because we are still divided as a people, we are still divided as Israel. Israel is known to be scattered. Therefore, where is your stick and where is my stick? Please claim Yahweh's blessing with the stick, or what is known as the rock. And so, my message is simple, hoping that you and I will grasp what it is really saying. That Elisha, the man of Yah, when trouble came, he was able to satisfy the situation. He asked, where did he ask for? He was shown and he cut a stick. He throws it in the water and the head of the ox floated. Elisha stated, reach out and grab it. So there are many acts in our lives and there are many sticks. But remember, when a stick is divided, it becomes weaker. When it's bonded together, it becomes stronger. And I leave these few words with you, asking Yahweh's richest blessing upon you upon the word, that you will meditate upon it and bring forth fruit. Remember, I am only a vessel, and the spoken word of Yahweh has power. I strongly encourage you to read for yourself, not what I've said being personal speaking, but see what the words speak to your spirit. Thank you.
Praise God.
And now I'll hand over to the shepherd.
Yeah, peace and blessing.
Praise God.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, church. So as you can tell, the brother and the field and his level is a different level than we really know, than most of us know and understand. It's like if we take someone from a French university and you bring them in an English university, Arabic to Hebrew. So we call some of the words like God and Jesus. So when the brother is saying Yahweh and Yah, he's really talking about the God. You know, through the time, through the slavery, through the colonization, we lost ourselves. And, you know, when he said Israel, we are Israel. And many people, like if I say that to my mother, she will cry blasphemy. You blaspheme. You're crazy. How could we be Israelite? We are Gentiles saved by grace. Because we've been so brainwashed over the years, you know, that when you hear this kind of trumpet song, it's almost like something strange again. So we're the one who need to re-educate and re-evaluate ourselves. So I encourage you to take it on yourself. 2 Kings chapter 6. And everyone see differently within the story. And not the story, the history. You know, the brother is seeing the axe and the stick. I'm seeing the powers. Elisha. I don't want to go too much like because the word already go out. I'm not covering or contradicting. But as the brother rightfully said, he received a double portion of Elijah's spirit. And you want to know Elijah being so powerful. The first man recorded to raise the dead. And was so upright that he didn't see death. He was taken up. You know, we heard about the chariot of fire come and separate him. And the whirlwind take him. And I always say, if you get double that power, what the kind of things you can do. So when I consider axe, it's a solid piece of metal and it dropped down in the water. Gone to the bottom. The way we are going to do it now, somebody going to dive to bring it up. But the man of God with power, he just cut a piece of stick and drop in the water. And the axe floated like cork. That is marvelous. But within that chapter for me, I always go from verse 8. There is where it said the king of Syria plotted against the king of Israel. And he said, I will set my camp in such and such place. But the man of God, Elisha, he's not there with the Syrian, but he hears everything that they speak. And he said to the king of Israel, do not go that place because Ben-Hadad, the king of Syria, lay wait for you. You know, and the king of Israel avoid that. He said not once, not twice. So definitely more than 2 times. So Ben-Hadad now confused. What this? And he called a meeting. And he asked, tell me the truth. Which one of you, my brethren, is betraying me for the king of Israel? And a wise servant said, O king, it's none of us. But Elisha in Israel, that man of God, he hear what the king. Now if I am the king, this is when I humble myself and come down. A man hear what I say in my bedroom? No, that's not likely. But he said, no, tell me where he is. You know, I want to arrest this man. Look where he is. So when they told him where the man of God is, he sent his armies. I couldn't believe the amount of chariots and soldiers come for one man. But this is no ordinary man.
I know.
You know, this is the anointed man of God.
Amen.
So when they come for the man, sometimes when I meditate, to God be the glory. And his servant came out and he saw the host of the Syrian army encamped around them. And he overcome with fright and he said, Master, will they get us now? It's over. If you see the amount of soldiers for us. And the man of God said,
Sit down, quiet.
hello you. Hello you. The man of God said, they that are with us are more than them. At that time, the servant think, well, now me know the master crazy. I am following a crazy man. Me and you here, and you telling me, those that army out there, we have more. And the man of God prayed. And he said, oh God, open up his eyes that he may see. We're talking about spiritual side now.
Yes, no. Yes.
You know, sometimes I ain't get that level yet, you know. Sometimes I hear the pastor say, I see a red dress. Sometimes I hear a sister say, I see a flag. Me not see nothing. You know?
I heard you.
Yes. But I will get there.
Yes.
Of course.
It's a journey, you know.
Yes, it is.
You have to realize I am a baby in this field.
Right.
Why need to, even if the Pope come into this field, is a baby to this system.
That's right.
Of course,
Yes.
Of course.
I don't care how advanced you be.
Yeah,
You could be the
in
bishop in Pentecostal.
Pentecostal, yes.
When you come into this spiritual Baptist, you're a baby.
That's right.
So when they say reveal to babe and something, when they reveal
Yes.
to the
Why not
white
do
and the
that?
prudent, is that just this Baba here?
No.
So let us understand.
Yes.
So now the man is he's with the man of God, but he still can't see on that level. So what happened when you open his eyes? He look and he behold the chariots of fire, of fire surround the man. Then he realized this
is a man.
This is a man.
Have to reckon
This
with.
is an ordinary man. So, beloved, I do believe, because he promised he will give his angel charge over us to guide us and keep us that we may not dash the foot against the stone. I do believe the same host that encamped around Elisha is encamped around us
Amen.
today. At this moment, I'm going to give you a real life example. There's a certain man of God in a certain country, a black man in Africa. I love to say it, you know, because our father Jacob had two sons. And one came out red and full of hair. The other one came out dark and smooth like olive. But God loved the other one. I don't know why God make his choice. It's bigger than us. We cannot question the ways of God.
No.
You see, he chose who he wants to guide to his marvelous light.
Yes.
And left who he wants in darkness. We cannot dictate for God. No matter how we can say how Paul was wicked, I have chosen him as a vessel unto me. We can't go around that. Last week, the sermon was wonderful because one man said, I show my tithes. I am glad. I am not like this, that one, that man. I show my tithes. I fast twice a week. But the other man beat his chest. Have mercy upon me. A sinner. And that man went down to his house more justified. That is how God works. But come back to the man in Africa. Whenever they see you elevate to a level, they're going to rob you. And they will lay wait for you in that place. And when the man of God was coming home, the robbers was on top of the hill, laying wait for him. Said, tonight is the end of him because them church the collection big like this. And we have to get something. So when the man of God was coming and they was laying wait for him, they started to run. But the man of God have no idea why they run. Hey, my brother, why you running? My brother. But they're running. The same man they come to kill, they're running from him. So why you running? They don't even have time to tell you why we run. They are. But the following Sunday, when he was in church on his altar, these men came into the church and they say, Pastor, last week when you came from church, we lay wait to rob you. So when you waving and say, he said, when you step out of your car, all we could saw was a flame of fire coming towards us. A flame of fire coming. Isn't God marvelous? That is the God we saw.
Yes.
You know, that is the God Elisha saw. And Elisha was so mighty. I don't know how many of you know the story when he died. He was buried.
Yeah.
And in that time, bands of Moabites used to come and raid the harvest. And they said they had a man caring for burial, a dead man caring for burial. The grave already dig. But when they see the band of Moabites come out, they dash the dead man and run for their life. And that man fell in the grave and his body touched Elisha's bone. And the dead man spring back to life. That is the man Elisha was. So beloved, men and brethren, brothers and sisters, mothers, children of God, we invite you to the Word of God and to study for yourself, as the brethren said. And where he read from in Ezekiel 27, anybody who know the pointer should know, because that's what he opened the Bible to. That's the dry bones. That's the dry bones. But when you go down, when you talk about the two stick, you know, Judah and Ephraim and Joseph, that's Israel reuniting as one, you know, as the same divided Israel. So we give thanks for the word. My brother, he doesn't have a powerful voice like the pastor and like the captain. I try now, I try now. But he has the word.
Amen.
And he has
Amen.
powerful words.
Words, yes.
You see, like we like this group, we gather more attention than a meek man like that. You know? So open the ears of your hearts to the words, and I hope it touched someone today. And I would like to hand the service over to Pastor Neverso to bring us to a close.
Amen. Praise God.
Peace and blessing.
Praise God.
St. Catherine's, are you happy?
Yes. Praise the Lord.
I'll just add one thing. The Word of God says, a city that is divided among itself cannot stand. We only have, for right now, we only have one source through which unity can come. And that is Jesus. Amen. The brother said Yahweh. That's what he was called in his day. Praise the name of the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Who know the book of Psalms, when we go down to Psalm 68, I think it is. He said, my name is Jah. Praise the name of the Lord. So we don't have to be offended because somebody say Yahweh or Yahshua. We don't have to be offended by that. What is important to know who he is.
That's right.
And the purpose for which he is with us. Praise the name of the Lord.
Praise God.
I know many of us would have wanted to really hear the man say, like Pastor Nelson, you!
Amen. Amen. Amen.
But you don't judge the book by the cover.
Amen. Amen.
You have to delve into the book.
Amen.
Are you hearing me? Sometimes when I look at this young man standing up there, this young man here,
Amen.
and when I hear him talking, I go on university, you know. Guess why? Because I have to search for him. Are you hearing me? I have to go through the book in my head. Because he is talking some languages there that if you're not careful, you can't understand it.
Amen.
But the man plain and simple.
Yes.
But the depths at which he goes, you just only have to get into it. And once you get into it, you will know exactly where he's coming from. When Jesus was walking about, he never used to carry around the book, you know. He had a man in his name, he didn't know, named Pointer Peters. He said, here, you got a lot of people that walk around with the book and don't know where the book. Are you hearing me?
Amen.
They're big with the book. But when they open the book, so the book turn upside down. They don't know what they're reading. But he said he is walking around with the words.
Amen.
That's found in the book.
That's right. That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
Thy words
Have I hidden in my heart?
have I hidden in my heart.
That I may not sin.
That I may not sin. So we have to be mindful, brethren. When we are really going through the Word of God, when we are trying our best to understand the mind of God, what He wants to tell us or what He's telling us. Watch me, man. You see them two stick? A serious business. You know?
Serious business. Of course.
It's like
Of course.
a male and a female coming together to form that one union. Are you hearing me? The union of marriage. We have to be careful how we are going about our lives. And if you trust God for who He is, you have nothing to fear.
Amen.
When Jesus was about to be crucified, when He was going through the course of this investigation, this court procedure, when they ordered to kill Him, He said, hey, there are legions of angels out there. Legions of angels out there. I can just say the word and all of them come and take me away. But it had to be so that you and I could live.
Amen.
Could you and I could have abundant life. So today, I am asking us, with the help of our own selves, to search the scriptures. And then you think you have eternal life, and according to the word of God, they are they which testify
Of Him.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Praise God.
Pastor, before you come down, and the rostrum, next week you just say shepherd, and everybody asks shepherd who?
Even shepherd can come, brother, say shepherd come.
I told him that. I say, why is a shepherd come? Then it'll be shepherd come.
Praise the Lord.
So is it Jamak?
What's his name?
Jamak. Jamak. It's spelled like Jean Mark. It's French.
J-E.
Jamak.
Jamak.
Jeanmoc. Jamak. Yeah, I was to message him and tell him to prepare for the word next week. Yes.
John Mark.
Huh?
No, not John Mark. It's pronounced Jamak.
Jeanmarc.
Yeah, but the pronoun is a French. It's a
Oh,
French
so the
name.
R is silent?
It's a French name. It's Jamak.
Monsieur, je pense que je parle beaucoup de français. I think I speak plenty French. Et quand vous avez prononcé, and when you have to pronounce les noms, the names, vous avez prononcé les noms comme elles sont écrites. You have to pronounce them as they're written. So, it is Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc. J-E-A-N, Jean, M-A-R-C. Marc. Jean-Marc.
Okay, come this one.
I pronounce
I have to
it.
message him.
Please, because Okay, so I'll make sure that I have it in my diary.
I was going to write it up
I
there.
spoke to him earlier. His wife is not feeling well, and he's just asking for prayer.
Okay. Okay, so yes, my brothers asked for just a little moment before we come down.
Your attention. Just as Pastor Moses, when we talk about the words of Yahweh, Elohim, El Shaddai, actually those words are actually in the scriptures, the regular books you have.
Yes, yes, yes.
But if you should get a New King James Jerusalem Bible, they're now replacing those names with Yahweh, the original names. With the J's. And some of the scriptures that they have removed, such as I think it's
Maccabees.
Maccabees is back, but Daniel 3, when does anyone here know what the Hebrew boys, when they were thrown in the fire, what they did?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah. Are you sure to pray? You read that? Okay. Well, there's approximately 70 verses that has been eliminated, and exactly what you said. They stood in the fire and they prayed, giving thanks for the snow, for the fire, for the rain. And he says, because of our ancestors, this is the reason why we are in this place and we cannot even call upon your name. So it's I'm not pushing anything, but when something comes into my spirit,
Yes.
I know he's speaking to me. I have no question that Yah is speaking to me. The Rastaman was always right. Yah and Jah.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Thanks. So we have an application for prayer on the wife or for the wife of our shepherd Jean-Marc. Shall the church rise? I wore this piece of garment today. It's not that I want to be distinctly recognized as the African guy, right? And I do believe that when we are doing invocations and this type of thing, we should be properly attired. Are you hearing me, church?
Yes.
When you're doing spiritual thing, you must be prepared to do spiritual thing. Are you
Amen.
hearing me?
Amen.
And I have to flog myself because by right I should be coming to church attired.
That's true.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, Pastor. We hear
I'm
you.
speaking it as
Yes.
it is.
Yes, Pastor.
I am speaking it as it is.
Yes, Pastor.
And don't think that I'm hypocrite. I am serious. I am supposed to be dressed properly. Because I am one of those persons who God chose and I have to stand out. Are you hearing me, church? It's not that I'm more than anyone.